My dad was an instrumental part of me being introduced to hip hop. You know, when I was with him for the summers, he'd always play, you know, Jay-Z, Nas, Big L. This was the soundtrack to my life, my childhood. But I was raised mostly, like where I became who I am today is Suitland, Maryland. It was just me, my mom, my little brother. I think this where like my sense of maturity came from at a young age. And now being older, I see it, you know, I'm saying, oh shit, like when I go back, I'm like, yo, this shit look like the projects. But that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the time that make people. I remember in my neighborhood, we didn't have like a basketball court. So we used like a little trash can and we used to just shoot around in there. Yeah, just being outside. My mom always like try to keep me in sport. I used to always freestyle before I started writing my own raps. So I was like 4 or 5 years old, just coming up with rhymes in my head. But it didn't really come into fruition until my hoop dreams got crushed, because I was like 50-50. I was hoping I could master P it and do both. It was like 10th grade when I got like a D on my report card. My mom was like, yeah, you can't even hoop, this shit is done for. Like, you can't play for the school no more. That's when I dropped my first mixtape when I was 15, 16. You know, I was a first generation college student, you feel me? My goal was to graduate college and then, you know what I'm saying, do the rap thing, but I just was falling more in love with music and putting all of my time into that and less into school. I was recording in my dorm room, and then sometimes when I had like some extra money from, you know, just saving up, working, and student loan checks came in, that's when I went to the studio. It was dope seeing that first video really go up. And I was working at the time at Texas Roadhouse. And customer was like, yo, ain't you? I was like, yeah, I gotta go. When I had 1 million views, I was like, oh, I'm out of here. Out of here. When I moved to LA, I was living with my manager until after the Lost Boy dropped. The concept behind the Lost Boy was finding your path and all of these ingredients that come with that, like family, upbringing, things of this nature. The Lost Boy is still going to continue to grow, you know, because good music lasts forever. And she's up in the oven, grandma finished cooking. Thanksgiving round the corner, need banana. Mama, even though you said I shouldn't, might not make the Christmas, but I'm hoping and I'm pushing for it. Like, I'm always gonna be honest in my music. People feel that because they can relate to it, they can connect to it, and it can help them. It can inspire them to let them know, like, it's okay to not come from the best neighborhood. It's okay not to grow up having everything. It's okay to have like family issues. But like that's normal. I've been rapping for so long without, you know, people like recognizing my art. But that's the biggest blessing. Like people like recognize and love my art, and that's the biggest honor within all of this, to be honest. I'm able to make a decent living off doing what I really love to do, traveling and seeing the world with my homies. You know, I really cherish that, and I don't take that for granted.
We was all about business from day one, because we already knew everything was going to come. We talked about it all the time.
I'm living my dream.
We manifested it all, like, for him to be one of the biggest rappers ever.
As far as like breaking generational curses, you know, I obviously help out, but I can't take care of my entire family right now, and they don't ask me to. I got like 40 first cousins, like legit, like 50, really. I'm showing even like the younger ones, like, yo, you can actually, like, if you put your mind to something, you stay focused, you can actually do that shit. And I'm still not all the way there where I want to be and where I'm going to be just yet, but I'm like, I got my foot in the door. So it's just like just showing them like, nah, you can actually do this. You get what I'm saying? I've been touring the last 2 years, non-stop, all the time. But the quarantine, all of that's been stopping. You know, I have a small setup at the crib, so I'll be recording there all the time. It's allowed me to like slow down and just really become more self-reflective and think, what do I want out of this thing we call life? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do I really want out of this music thing? What is my ultimate goal? It definitely has some influence on the next body of work. Lost Boy is his own canvas, and this is going to be its own canvas. That was not my magnum opus. The next body of work is truly going to surpass that by far. Easy, layup. I've always, even like in college, you know what I'm saying, and in high school, I was very active in my community. Even like 2015, I was out there protesting with Philando Castile, Mike Brown, you know, the countless other black people killed at the hands by the police. That's just something that's embedded within my DNA because I've always been aware of the knowledge. I was reading W.E.B. Du Bois at age 10, A. Philip Randolph, Thurgood Marshall, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. I'm always going to speak on what I believe in and what I feel is right. And I'm always going to connect with my people, especially with people that look like me. The only difference is I just have a platform now.
Pictures worth 1,000 words. You paint a canvas, better let it shine. I know I done some things that's dead or wrong. The flash is on this little light of mine. Yeah, they say your pictures worth 1,000 words.
I make music for the kids that's like really going through stuff at home, but wear a fake smile for everybody at school the next day. You know what I'm saying? I make music for anybody that's going through anything. Quote Nip, the greatest human act is to inspire. You know, so if I inspired anybody or got somebody through some rough times with my music, that's God's work, bro. That's not me. That's God.
I go by the name of Cordae, and I appreciate the fuck